Factsverse presents Female Athletes Who Went Viral. Athletes would love it if they were only remembered for the things that they did during games and competitions. With cameras on them all the time, though, something amazing is always going to be filmed, even if it's off the court or field. Unfortunately, there are some athletes who are not remembered for their games or their performances, but for things they did in their personal life. These athletes are remembered for truly amazing things. First, though, help us spread the word about Factsverse by clicking that like button. And also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. Alison Stoke. Alison never made it to the Olympics. There's a good chance that she never even wanted to. She became famous for photos that were taken of her in 2007 by a sports journalist when she was competing in the pole vaulting competition for her school. The photos quickly went viral, and she instantly became a sex symbol, even though it was the last thing she wanted. She found the images taken to be demeaning and received more attention than she wanted. Fans created a site dedicated to her, and many people were calling her their internet crush. Fortunately, she was able to reclaim her image. She ended up hiring a media consultant so that they could get some help managing her newfound fame. She let her new fame work for her, too, rather than against her. After she graduated from college, she signed on to model with Nike and Athleta. She says that she could have been annoyed by her fame, which at first she was, but then she decided to use what she had to get some work and a nice nest egg in the bank. Michaela Rose Maroney. Michaela is an American gymnast. She was in the 2012 Summer Olympics, where she won many gold medals as part of the Fierce 5 team. Unfortunately, she didn't land her second vault landing, and she ended up with a silver medal rather than the gold while competing in London. She made a face on the podium when she was awarded her medal, and that photo quickly became the "Michaela is not impressed" viral meme that has been used and shared hundreds of thousands of times. She doesn't mind the notoriety too much, though. Unfortunately, in 2016 she had to retire due to health reasons. After looking at this, maybe she could get into modeling. Simone Biles. Simone was part of the Final Five American gymnastics team after the 2016 Olympics. During that time, Simone made quite a name for herself. She made history by winning the most number of medals in history with 19 Olympic medals and World Championship medals. While her performances did make her famous, there was one moment that stood out, and the internet just couldn't get enough of it. During her performance, she performed 2 laid-out backflips and then added a flip before her flawless landing. The internet dubbed her move the Biles, and many hilarious memes were created. When she was on the show Dancing with the Stars, the judges didn't think too much about her routines, though. They told her that her performance was lacking in emotion. One of the judges asked why the nicer comments she got about her routine didn't make her smile. She replied, "Smiling doesn't win you gold medals." Well, her comeback went viral, and fans celebrated the fact that she stood up well to her negative feedback. Gabby Douglas. Gabby Douglas is an American gymnast. She was a member of the Fierce 5 team at the London Olympics, and there she won the gold in both the team and individual competitions. She should have been very proud of herself. She was the first African-American in Olympic history to ever win the all-around competition. She is also the first gymnast ever to win the gold in both the individual and team competitions. Due to her amazing abilities, Lifetime made a biographical show about the gymnast called The Gabby Douglas Story. She also had her own reality show called Douglas Family Gold. Just goes to show you that being a champion can get you places. Shaunae Miller. Shaunae was in the 2016 Olympic Games in Rio, and she made history, and her fame went way beyond her home in the Bahamas. She won the gold medal for her 400-meter race. Miller won the competition because she dove for the gold, literally. It was her final stumble that helped her beat the world champion Allyson Felix of the USA team. Shaunae's winning time was 49.44 seconds, and that wasn't her only win. In 2017, she broke Allyson Felix's record for the 200-meter race with a time of 21.76 seconds. She won the bronze medal at the 2017 World Championships. Shortly after, she married her college sweetheart. Kerri Strug. Kerri was competing in the 1996 Olympics as part of America's Magnificent Seven. She had a lot of pressure on her. The first four of her teammates didn't have clean landings. Another teammate fell twice. Everything landed on Kerri's shoulders since she was the last to compete for her team. On her first landing, though, she fell and hurt her ankle. Despite this, the judges awarded her a 9.162. She asked her coach what she should do, and he told her that she needed to go again, despite the hurt ankle. He told her that she needed to get the gold, so she went again and landed perfectly despite the injury. She collapsed right afterwards, and her coach had to carry her to the podium to get her medal. Rafaela Silva. Rafaela Silva became a hero in Brazil because she won the first gold medal in judo for her team who was competing in Rio at the age of 24. She grew up in the City of God, which was a slum. It's why people were even more impressed by what she did during the Games. When interviewed, she said she was trying to be an example for the children of the City of God. She wanted them to know that if they followed their dreams, anything was possible. Hope Solo. Hope Solo is said to be the best goalie in the history of female goalkeepers. She played for the U.S. team from the year 2000 up through 2016. She holds the record for the most number of saves. She helped her team win the gold during the 2008 and 2012 Olympics. Later, she was asked to compete on Dancing with the Stars, and she was asked to be photographed for a variety of sports magazines. Unfortunately, in 2016 she was suspended for 6 months while playing against Sweden. She said the soccer players were a bunch of cowards since they hung back. America's soccer president stated that what she said was unacceptable and it did not meet the standard of conduct that they expected. Nadya Elena Comaneci. Nadya competed for Romania in the 1976 Games. There she scored a perfect 10. She went on to get 6 more perfect scores, which earned her the nickname Little Miss Perfect. She was only 14 years old when she scored her perfect 10. Nobody will ever be able to break her record since the competing age was raised to 16 after her wins. Laurie Hernandez. Laurie competed for the gymnastics team in Rio, and she was called the Human Emoji. That was due to the adorable poses and sassy faces she made before tumbling and leaping. She even winked at the judges. It wasn't just her face that helped her along, it was also her talent. She won a gold medal and a silver medal that year. While competing in Dancing with the Stars, she also won. She was the youngest winner in that show's history. Aly Raisman. Aly competed in the 2012 and 2016 Games. She won a gold in Rio and won silvers for her floor exercises. While she was amazing, her parents were the ones who went viral. Her parents were so full of anxiety you could see it on their faces in all the photos. It wasn't long before the cameras went right for her parents on a regular basis. Later, she went on to compete in Dancing with the Stars, where she came in 4th. I wonder if her parents were nervous for her then, too. Laureen van Riesen. This Netherlands native competed in the 2010 Games and won a bronze medal, but that wasn't what everybody was talking about. She had a close call while cycling and almost hit French racer Virginie Cuff. She went up the barrier, and at one point she was horizontal. Katharina Fitden. Katharina went down in Olympic skating history after competing in the 1984 and 1988 Games. After the Games, she posed for Playboy when she was 32 years old, and it was the only edition in history to sell out. She also appeared in the film Jerry Maguire. Alex Morgan. Alex Morgan won the silver for the FIFA World Cup when she was 22 years old. She was the youngest player on the team. During the 2012 London Games, she had 28 goals and 21 assists. She and Mia Hamm are the only 2 Americans to do this. Later, she got endorsements from Nike, AT&T, Coca-Cola, and McDonald's. She's also ranked the highest-paid soccer player. Nastia Liukin. The Russian gymnast made history in the 2008 Games. She had 9 world championships and tied with Shannon Miller for the most medals among American gymnasts. After retiring, she appeared on Dancing with the Stars and made it to the semifinals. Is it like a requirement or something to be on Dancing with the Stars if you've been in the Olympics? It's kind of sounding that way. Dara Torres. Dara competed in the Games in 1984, 1988, 1992, 2000, and 2008. That is an amazing feat for a swimmer. To come out of retirement at the age she did and win is really amazing. Nancy Kerrigan and Tonya Harding. In January 1994, Nancy and Tonya were competing in the championships. Nancy was favored to win, and after her special warm-up routine, the unexpected happened. Someone attacked her and hit her in the knee with a baton. While she was recovering, Tonya secured a place on the team for herself. When a man named Sean Eckert told FBI agents that he was an accomplice and it was set up by Jeff Gillooly, Tonya's ex-husband, everybody figured out who was behind the attack. The U.S. Olympic Committee wanted Tonya off the team. Nancy healed, and she made it to the U.S. Games. She earned a silver medal, and Tonya came in 10th place. Her ex and his accomplices all went to jail for the attack. Oh yeah, and Tonya Harding ended up going to Dancing with the Stars. And so did Nancy Kerrigan, come to think of it. Subscribe for more.